Hey, what's up, Marwan? This is Sylvester Clark here, and I'm shooting this video here just to share with you some value here quickly on some of the things that I'm doing as far as helping local business owners become the local authority in their niche. In this particular case, we're talking about the law niche, personal injury. This may be for you. It may not. I don't know as far as what your goals are in terms of you wanting to grow and expand just on a local level, state level, global level. I'm sure you're probably practicing cases all over, but why not become the local authority in your niche here in your backyard? So I just want to share with you some things that I'm doing, and I know you informally. I don't know you directly, just because I know you've worked at my uncle's firm, Sekou, Charles, Beverly, and all those guys and ladies that's my family. So let me just share with you what I'm talking about and what I do and how I can potentially help you take your business to, the next level, your practice. Because the bottom line, you're in the lead generation business, and people need to know who you are, the services you offer, where they can find you, and that's what it's all about. So just to show you here, I am a legit business active. As you can see here, this is where my principal business is here in Port St. Lucie. And let me just show you here quickly. This is a generic site that I built up in less than a month ago, July 7th, and I'll show you here proof of that I put up here. This is a limousine site that I put up here, obviously to generate leads, to get people to, book limo services. And in less than a month's time, okay, this is the action that, and you can see here my company here, this is the action, these are the calls, these are the leads in which this site, me literally just throwing it up there and really not putting any type of a lot of work into it. These are the leads that is generated. Now, I show you that because when I look at your site, and I'm going to point out some things to you here, I see your areas of practice of law, and what pretty much determines people being at the top of the food chain when it comes to, the search engines. As you can see here, when I type personal injury attorney Stuart, Florida, I get your competition. These are the people that are paying for ads in Google AdWords. They're spending the money, paying for ads, trying to get traffic, leads, people into their business. This right here is the local business. This is the local business listings on where your name, your address, and your phone number is so crucial, and it has to be congruent. It has to be everything. Every time you input your piece of information about your business in the search engines, it has to be congruent across the board. In Google's eyes, if your name, your address, and your phone number is not relevant across the board, and you have a couple different addresses, if you have a couple different numbers, it affects you, and it will penalize you right here in the search engines. And it basically, you're doing yourself a disservice when this stuff is not in place correctly. And as you can see here, your competitors here, they're here, and this is the organic organic searches. So as you know, human nature, when people come type in a service, product, or whatever, 9 times out of 10, when somebody comes, I know when I search, if nobody's up here in the top 3, human nature, I'm not even searching down here. It's totally irrelevant to me to even waste my time to even search down here at the bottom of the search engine. So it's about being up here at the top of the food chain, and that's what I help local business owners do, is get to the top of the food chain, to become more visible, to dominate the search engine, so people know what services you offer, they know who you are, they know that you're in the local community, so that they can come to you because they're raising their hand, they're wanting, a personal injury attorney, but they need to know where you are. In this case, in this example, just off this one search phrase, you're not here. You're not here. You're not here in the search engines. Okay. Now I want to show you why you're not here. One of the reasons why you're not here. You're not here because your content is not lengthy. It's not descriptive. Your content has to be very informative. It has to be very descriptive. It has to be very friendly to the end user. As you can see here, this generic site that I put up here, okay, every page, I mean, there's length as far as describing the services. It's friendly to the end user. Every page. Now, in this case, you do have your areas of practice, which is considered your services page. To your credit, you do have some content, but it could be much more lengthy. It could be very much more informative. And why in which you're not over here in the search engines, it's because you're lacking in content. And because when people lack in content on their site, it affects them here, and you're missing the boat on the business that's over here. Now I want to show you something here as far as with your competitors and how I spy on the competition and basically just outdo the competition and do it the right way. Now, as you can see here, personal injury attorney Stewart. One of the factors in determining whether or not if you rank here in the search engines is having your local business directories, your name, your address, and your phone number. That stuff has to be absolutely 1,000% correct. If anything is missing, if anything is different, it's going to affect you over here. It's going to affect you over here all the time. It doesn't matter. So what I do when I go in and help business owners, become more visible and become the person that people are, searching for in the search engines, is go over here to identify what the competition has done and basically outdo the competition. Okay, now as you can see here, these are your competitors. These are the number of citations that they have. I don't expect you to know this, but these are the number of citations that they have with where their name, their address, and their phone number is correct. And this determines the ranking of this particular business. Now, if we go over here, as you can see here, Goldstein, Lori, I believe it's Lori Goldstein. She's number one. Okay, it's because she's done some things right. Her content is lengthy. It's informative, and she's built out some citations in her local business directories that allows her to sit here on the top of the food chain. Now, going through the right framework and process in time, she could easily be kicked off the top of the throne, because I know you as an attorney, marketing is not your forte as far as doing what I'm doing. So you operate a law firm. So this stuff right here, probably know the importance of, but it's really not on the forefront of your mind. So in this case, what you do here is just go in, outdo this person to affect your ability to be over here. Now I want to show you the site that I actually put up, this site right here, which is this limo site. And within a little on the month's time, I type in the phrase limo Port St. Lucie. Okay, as you can see here, if I stroll down, paid advertisements, local organic searches, yellow pages, that's a local business directory. If I stroll down here, I'm right here. Port St. Lucie limo, okay? I'm peaking up to get to the top of the food chain because there is a process, because you have to keep building out new content on your web page. It's not just having a website up here, throwing it up there one time and thinking that you're going to be over here at the top of the food chain. I mean, you really have to nurture and take care of your content and making sure that things like this, your citations, and you know, there's a lot that goes into you actually being up over here and being visible and people that are actually looking for your services. So I just want to show you here quickly before I end this video how come down here. As you can see here, I'm number 2 on the food chain in under a month's time. I only have 14 citations. Okay, now because I just literally just threw this site up, and I know the process in which you have to go through, the things you have to implement to actually get to this point, to actually get here to the top of the food chain, to get more leads to come into your business. I know that process, and this is something that I can help you out with. Like I said, this may not be for you. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know if you want to become a local authority in the, you know, in the Stewart, Port St. Lucie, Palm Beach. I don't know what your goals are, but I know this is something that definitely every business owner needs. Not only do you need to be a part of, you know, groups of lawyers and being in the local community, but being able to present your services, in this case, you know, law services, being able to present that in 2014 and leveraging technology is vitally important. So I'll send this video over to you. Hopefully you got some value from this. Hopefully it made sense to you, and I'll follow up with you, and hopefully we can get a chance to talk together. Talk to you soon. Take care.